In this video, we are going to be practicing estimating answers to word problems. Here's the first problem. I'll show you how to do this one. Mark read 429 books. His sister read 289 books. The question I'd like you to answer is, about how many books did they read together? Since I used the word about, you know you don't need an exact answer, that it's okay to estimate. So I'm going to estimate this problem. I'll use rounding. This problem I'll round to the nearest 100. So 429 would round to 400. And 289 will round up to 300. To find about how many books they read together, I'd just add them together and I would get 700. That would be 700 books. Now let's see if you can try this one. Bob drove 308 miles on Tuesday. He drove 416 miles Wednesday. About how far did he drive in all? Again, I'd like you to round to the nearest 100. So on your scratch paper, show your work. Pause the video now, and I'll be back to show you how to solve it. Okay, I'm back, and here's how you're going to solve this problem. So, on Tuesday, Bob drove 308 miles. Rounding to the nearest 100, that would be about 300 miles. On Tuesday, Bob drove a little farther. He went 416 miles. And I would round 416 to 400. Now, to find out how many miles he drove in all, I would put these numbers together and find the sum. 300 plus 400 is 700. That would be 700 miles. I hope you got that one right. Let's try another one. In this problem, Sue picked 257 apples. Mary picked 109 apples. About how many apples did they pick together? This time, I'm going to ask you to round to the nearest 10. I'll be back in a few minutes to check on you. Remember, show your work on your scrap paper. Pause the video now. Okay, I hope you solved this one right. Let's see how you did. So, Sue picked 257 apples. And this time, since I'm rounding to the nearest 10, 257 is about 260. And Mary picked 109 apples. And I would round 109 to 110. So to find out about how many apples they picked together, I would find the sum, and the answer would be 370 apples. Hopefully you have time for one more problem. Here it is. 134 third graders sold candy. 174 second graders sold candy. About how many students sold candy? Again, this time I'd like you to round to the nearest 10. I'll be back in a few to check on you. Press pause. Now remember, we were rounding to the nearest 10. So my 134 third graders would round to 130. And my 174 second graders would round to 170. To find out how many students there were in all, I'll add the numbers. And in this case, I do have to regroup in my hundreds place. And my answer is 300. So 300 students sold candy in all. Now again, if you are having problems, feel free to ask your teacher. See you later.